Go Yo versus Hera, Warlords waiting room. Welcome in, folks. This is actually a live set here. Predictions will be coming in shortly, potentially. I don't know who's here. I see Nightbot. I know Exorcept's hanging around. He's working on it probably. And we've got Yo playing as Lithuanians. We got Hera playing as the Malians. Humble Jelly's here, but Humble Jelly don't do nothing unless he wants to do something. Gamba, yeah. So, Lithuanians, Malians. I think I'd favor Lithuanians here. Malians can be really great on these hybrid maps, but I think Lithuanians, if they have good relic placements, can be really just a little bit better. And Lithuanians also going to get that dock up a little bit earlier because they have the extra food. They can send the villagers to the woodlines faster than their opponents. Malian best civ, fight me. Malians are very versatile. They're very good. But, I think long-term Lithuanians might be better. Now, this might be an issue for Yo, the fact that his map kind of sucks. He's got this pond in the back here, and it's easily wallable to the TC, but this gold is hideous. This is just terrible. This is just awful, right? And his secondary gold and third area, as we call it, tertiary, some people will say, pretty bad. And his main stone is awful, too. And his secondary stone is awful. Just everything is awful here. Everything is awful. Whereas for Hera, a little bit better main gold. Got the back berries here. Doesn't really have that many woodlines, though, so that could be an issue for him. He's going to wall to the dock on this side, and he's going to start making fish. Yo is a little bit ahead in fishing ship production. Have we seen the Bulgarians even drafted in the last month? Don't think so. Bulgarians have been absent. Slavs have been absent. Huns have mostly been absent. Right? There's some civs that just never get picked. I like Bulgarians. I do too. I think they're a fun civ. I think they're underrated for sure. Feudal Age on the way for Hera. And let's see what Hera goes for. It's probably going to be land pressure, right? It's really tough to sneak a villager around. Never mind. He's going to sneak a villager around. And he's going to try and get a vill over here on the pond from Mr. Yo. Or is he going to go over to this pond? I guess it's this pond. Right? Or is he just... What on earth are you doing? Yo's going to click up to Feudal Age shortly. And Hera is just looking to make a big wall, I suppose. He sent this vill all the way out here. All the way out here. Didn't go to this gap at all. Initially, anyway. And now he's just going to make a couple houses. And he sends another villager this way. Did he not see Yo? He knows where the gold is. Fascinating. Don't know what this decision making is from Hera. He'll go for the big walls here. Won't dock this pond. Instead tries to go for this pond over here. Which has a chance of Yo being on it already. Title update. Mods! Humble Jelly laughs again. Question mark? I don't know. The title update? I don't know. I could do it myself. Let me check it out. All right. Cool. So the big walls are coming up from Hera. Amazing that he went so fast up to Feudal Age, and then he didn't do anything with it, right? Maybe couldn't make up his mind. He is going to get a good engagement here against the Scout because the Scout was faster and stronger due to being in Feudal Age. And now he's basically going to have free reign over the map because Yo doesn't have a unit to stop the walls. But Yo is just going fast castle. What is your favorite campaign? First time chatter. We have an emote for that now. Favorite campaign. is going to be Jadwiga for me. No, it's Attila the Hun for me, but number 2 is Jadwiga. I think Jadwiga is a better campaign, but Attila has so much nostalgic value for me that it's got to be the best. Jadwiga was a sick campaign, though. Really well designed. Bast did a fantastic job with that. What about Khan? Genghis Khan is good. Genghis Khan is good. So, Yo has a fantastic castle each time. Just went fast castle. No walls or anything. And Hera fully walled himself, expecting some sort of pressure to come in. He's going for a stable now, but he's just sitting in the feudal age. And I think this is just kind of Yo calling out Hera, right? He knew Hera wouldn't go for any land pressure. And even when he saw the fast feudal age time from Hera, he didn't panic at all. He's just like, yeah, whatever. I'll go up to Castle Age anyway. And he's going to get the stable down. He'll probably get the wall down to this area. And you can see the wood line extends all the way to the edge of the map. So just a simple wall here. And his entire base is secured. And that ugly gold doesn't look so ugly anymore. It took off the glasses, right? And it turns out to be a beautiful princess. Stunning, really. Everyone thought this gold was just a geek. And then the glasses come off. A little bit of makeup. Like some sort of late 90s teenage movie. And it sparkles. What's wrong with geeks? There's nothing. It's the... There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just pointing out the cliche. Does Hera see that dock? He does. Good job from Hera to scout with these fish. But the dock is already going to go up from Mr. Yo. Does Yo know about the dock and the fish here from Hera? He does see the fish right there. And he is going to go for a fire galley. What about the nerds? What about the... Dave, have you looked at your Twitch audience recently? What about it? I prefer not to. They're very weird. Witness me. What does that mean? Witness me. You sound like a serial killer. What does that mean? Witness me. Witness me. What's up, Kira? Okay, so scouts are on the field from Hera. Castle Age comes in. Light Cav is coming in too, and he basically wants to play the relic contest. So we essentially, what we have here is Yo manages to take out this villager over here with the scout. What we have here is a glorified arena game. Both players are walled. They're going for some light cav here and some monks to try and bring in the relics. And Yo will see these light cav prowling around. And he's going to try and do some loops with this monk to get this guy home. And he's actually, the closer you are from danger, the closer you are to danger, the farther you are from harm, as the monk heads over to Hera's side of the base. And now heads back. Good dodge from Mr. Yo. EcoKD is 7-0 for Yo after he kills the fish and this villager. Also trying to take out this villager as Hera has managed to get a dock over here. And Yo can feel free to start fishing over in this area as well. Knight clears up the scout. And the knight can come over here. Try and take out this villager as well. And Hera will go forward with a siege workshop. And he started to add monks. So Hera has been very vocal about monks needing changes. But until the changes come in, he is going to use them. Same thing with Hart, actually. Hart was using a lot of monks in his games. I know he's been pretty vocal about it as well. And they'll just use the unit that they think is broken. Yo enjoys monks, but Yo doesn't really enjoy monks in the same number that his opponents do. He's more of a knight kind of guy, right? Boom kind of guy. What's wrong with monks? Some people think they're very, very powerful. And they need some adjustments. And I agree. There's a couple things that you can do with monks, and I think they'd be fine. Just take out the charging up on buildings or the conversion switching, and monks are okay. And that's what they're going to do in the next patch, apparently. I think monks are, like, you have to be very careful with the changes, though, because they're just a couple minor changes away from being completely unusable at a lower level. All right. Light cab coming in from Mr. Yo. And like I said before, Yo's gold and stones here are kind of icky, right? Hera can attack downhill with this mangonel. Yo does have a villager lead right now. 51 villagers against 38. 12 fishing ships against 11. So it's a pretty significant eco lead. You can see him going for the barracks. Wants to go into pikemen for sure. And also is on stone. So might get a castle up like around here somewhere. I think the monks themselves are fine. It's more the text. I don't think so. I think monks are more or less fine. It's just that the players at the very top of the game have gotten so good that we are now starting to see problems with them. Two monks going down from the light cab that came in from behind. And great attack rounds there from Hera. He does get the conversion, then kills his own pikeman. But he's going to manage to keep his mangonels... He's going to manage to keep his mangonels safe as he takes out the market from Mr. Yo. And he's going to be pushing back this position here from Yo as well, and Yo has let him into the back of his base with some light cab, and this is not a very good situation for Mr. Yo. We know how annoying Hera can be with just a few units behind enemy lines. Hera's resources might be thinking about Imperial Age, definitely kind of thinking about a forward castle somewhere, potentially, with 10 on stone, but still pretty far away from both of those things right now. Yeah, I think monks don't really matter for anyone outside of like the top 20. I think monks are fine. Oh shit! Oh what? Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo just got 2 mangonels. He almost got all 3, and he's coming in hot with this light cab. He's never been hotter, and he takes out the mangonel. Big shots from the mangonel there from Mr. Yo. He missed the first attack round, but he didn't miss the second one right before the mangonel died. And Hera is going to lose all of his siege pushing forward, and Mr. Yo is going to be able to push back here with the pikemen. Hera only gets a couple conversions on those pikemen. Still has to run away with the cavalry, and Yo almost has enough stone for a castle. And if he gets a castle up in this area, Hera's push is going to be completely stalled out as we see Yo get some good hits with that mangonel. Comes in and snipes the remaining monks with the light cav. Hera's thinking about Imperial Age. And Yo is going to go for a defensive castle. And Yo can stop queuing up pikemen, and Yo can start thinking about maybe clicking up himself. Fish running out for Mr. Yo. It's going to be rough, right? That was a big part of his food eco. You can see 7 fishing ships over here. Soon we'll have absolutely nothing to do. And the monks weren't enough. They weren't OP enough for Hera to succeed there with that push. Plenty of wood for traps. Yep. Let's see the Mr. Yo traps. I think he's pretty good with his fish traps. If this was Chris right now, these traps would go out here. I think Yo's just going to put them like a couple tiles away, which wouldn't be that bad. Yo goes for another TC here. 68 villagers. Hera has caught up on villager count. I think Yo had a lot of idle TC time. You can still see it kind of racking up here. He does have the ability to make latest, though. And behind this, Hera did snag 4 relics. So Yo only has 1 relic available for that attack boost for his latest. So great job from Hera to not only get his eco up and rolling behind that push, which was very micro-intensive. So fantastic job from him. Great macro. But also to grab the relics as he runs right through here with the knights, and he's going to end up taking out that mangonel while only losing 1 knight somehow. He should have lost like 3 there. Crazy. See, Yo's pretty good with this, dude. Those came up real quick. Those are beautiful fish traps. But his opponent is about to be an Imperial Age, and we just have to ask, how will Yo deal with this? Latest are broken as hell, though. Latest are absolutely broken as all hell. Monks are broken. Now latest are broken. Guess Lithuanians are OP. Yep. They're just busted. Yo should have run in there for sure, but there's a lot of monks here, I guess. Does get 1 latest converted, and Hera manages to get the house down. Yo needs to bust through, but Hera's going to get some conversions here. Nope. Monks aren't as OP as we thought. Monks are not OP at all. Didn't even get those 2 conversions. Yo seems a little behind. I don't know. He's got map control, right? He's got the ability to make latest. He's going to have another castle shortly. Hera's going for a castle up on this middle hill here. Take a look and see if... Oh, Hera's fish trap. Oh, he's slipping, guys. Yo has these beautiful fish traps set up. And Hera, he's slipping. He's definitely slipping. What does Imp give Hera? Bombard cannons, trebs. Yeah. Monk text. Block printing. Momentum. True. Mysterio is still a minute away. Can go for another castle. Probably want a castle somewhere over in this area, but you got to be careful because your opponent's going to have trebs now, right? This castle's fairly secure. You can't really range that without exposing your trebs. But he does go for a castle over here, and Hera, I think, can range that from over on this side. And with Gebettos and Monks, he can protect that fairly well, too. It's definitely a castle that's going to be targeted quite soon. And more monks are being added in from Hera. And the eco is looking fantastic, right? 47 on food for Hera right now. As we see, he still continues to use these monks. And Mr. Yo, only with 9 latest right now. Krebs are being added in. Do we see chemistry coming? Or is he going to just go for the trebuchet route? Might look like a winged hussar angle, even, for Mysterio. As he goes in for some counter raids here. These are really nice. You need this. You need to keep Hera distracted, especially if your opponent is playing monks. Just always remember that. If your opponent is playing monks, think about yourself playing monks. What is the most annoying thing? When something is in the back of your eco and you can't focus on your monks. makes it really, really tough if you're being raided. And he's not raiding. He's going to shift some trebs over here. And he's going to try and what? Cut himself a hole? Brother. There's already a hole. More latest coming this way. There might be some gaps in the walls over here. There might be some holes. Yo's still repairing this castle. He's got plenty of stone here, but it's 4 trebuchets from Hera, so that castle will eventually go down. And Yo, he just kind of shifts villagers over to this side. Winged Hussar is coming in now for him. TC is being trebbed down. Latest still kind of chilling over here, waiting for Hera to expand. Maybe, you know, looking for some opportunities behind this. And the castle does go down on this side. And it is Elite Gebetto. From Hera. As Yo gets Winged Hussar in. And Yo will go for Hill Forts here. It is a tech. I've talked to Yo. He thinks it's one of the most underrated techs in the game. Gives your TCs an extra 3 range. Which is pretty amazing. Of course, you still have to have the villagers garrison in them. But it's a very, very rare technology to see. Might want ballistics with that. Yeah, might want fletching with that, to be honest. Yo, no stretching out for this gold over here. Hera's going to see that, though. Hera does not have Farimba yet on his camels, but I mean, the camels are going to do great work against those Hussar. And it just doesn't look like Yo has really any solutions to this Gebetto army at the moment, or the camels for that matter. Still does not even have the Halberdier tech. Okay, that many Winged Hussar is going to do fine against camels. But he did lose all of the villagers, so he can't take either of these golds over here. As we see the camels now coming in for the raids over here, as Chemistry also comes in for Mr. Yo. Man, Gebetto Camel with forward position, and you killed all your opponent's castles. This is going to be really, really tough for Yo. He's going to need to go for Halb hand cannon, it feels like. Will he have the gold for that, though? He's going to be cut off this gold. Still another gold over here. He could potentially take another gold over here. And, of course, covering these ones. So, if he wants to, he could stretch out for those. But as it stands, he only has 2 on gold currently. He's losing his trebs over here. Looks like he's about to lose this position over here, as Hera is going to manage to save at least some of these monks with the Gebetto. And yeah, this is really rough. 114 villagers now for Mr. Yo. It's not good enough. It's definitely not good enough. You look at the military count too, 48 to 15. Rough, and he still can't really do anything against these Gebetto. There's no hand cannons on the field. And he calls the GG. All they had to do was run in and stand imposingly with their little magician capes. Hera takes game number 1. I think the most impressive thing about that win for me is the fact that after the aggressive pushing Castle Age for Hera that was very micro-intensive with monks and mangonels and whatnot, we looked back at his eco and he had more villagers than Yo. After being down by like 10 or 15 or something earlier on. Really, really solid stuff. Macroing very well behind that. It's games like this that you look at Hera and you're just like, how is this guy ever going to lose? But he does. Hera's 25-9 against Yo in tournaments in 2023, like in games. 4-0. Damn, bruh. Oh, that's kind of kind of rough. What is the best way to beat Hera? It depends on the map. With a stick while he sleeps. God, where is that from? Where is that quote from? Knight's Tale. Knight's Tale. That's where it's from. With a stick while he sleeps.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
Yo, Moncrat. Thank you for the 18 months. Yeah, Knight's Tale. Okay, I'm playing ads now. So you don't get them during the game. And try to remember, you know? When you say goodbye. Any sets after this? Yeah, I think so. Viper versus Leary? And then Hart versus MBL. Oh my god, bro. Yo, stay tuned. Holy shit. Holy, yo, this Warlords waiting room tournament is popping off, bro. We really got Viper, Leary, and then MBL Hart. Yo, don't go anywhere. Baby, baby, I want something else. I have a complaint about the number of inappropriate emotes. Okay. It won't come out. How many BTTV emotes do you have now? 500? We're near the limit of 500. We're going to have to do a purge again soon. So many, dude. Shout out to, I believe it's Casaro that keeps the account all topped up. There's not enough of them? That's what it feels like sometimes, right? It's definitely what it feels like sometimes. I have 456 out of 460. So we're definitely going to need to take a few away. But I see a bunch of them that are never used. Okay, we're going on Northern Isles. Northern Islas. And Yo's playing Byzantines. Hera's playing Dravidians. And we know that Yo isn't super interested in these water battles, right? Yo's going to try and land. Yo is going to try and land. Who will win game 2? Prediction is up. Let's get this one above. And let's get a few million on each side, at least. Use your points, okay? Who's going to win, Hera or Yo? It's a water map. Hera should be favored over Mr. Yo. They've talked about the record over the previous year. It's heavily Hera favored. He's got Dravidians, which should be a little bit better than Byzantines here, right? But we all know Yo can cook. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Yo go for that, like, archer range, barracks, spearman, skirmisher rush. You start with a transport ship. It's easy to get across to your opponent's island. Did Dave say Shaz Dave said something about the return of T90? Oh, what is... Step on me, please? Bro, we already have this emote. Captain Flaccid, how about you, like, try and get an emote that we don't already have enabled? How much is in the bank? 1.1 million versus 500,000. We need more than that. Limited time left in the predictions. I know there's more points out there. I know you guys are hoarding points. Redeemed by Bent. I only saw the one by Flaccid. I didn't see the one by Bent. I still can't see the one by Bent.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
Can't see
I get
anything.
a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
DM Bent is my dad? I seriously doubt that. Okay, so Byzantines versus Dravidians. Dravidians should have an advantage. Their fishing ships carry more, which means that your fish stays efficient for a very long time. Also, you get 200 wood upon getting to the next age, which is fantastic.
Bro wave.
It was ACCCCCCM. Oh, nice. I like this. And as we know, until Imperial Age, his Hera is already transporting his scout across, and he's looking to transport a villager too, it looks like. As we know, until Imperial Age, fires aren't really that common, right? The Byzantines have the advantage with the fires, obviously attacking faster, but fast fire is usually the first instance we see of like heavy fire usage on Northern Isles. Most people will go towards the galleys or the war galleys, or the galleons later on in the game. Hera's scout being a little bit annoying. Yo keeping his pigs safe. And Yo is now getting loom. And it looks like Yo is just going to play into an FC. Hera is going to play faster feudal age. He'll load up this villager. Maybe. No. Doesn't go for the barracks at home either. Just goes for another dock. Man, he's thinking twice about all his strategies, isn't he? Last game, it felt like he couldn't really decide. He was just adapting. This game, you see him delete that dock, go for some galleys here. What is this Pokeball-looking map called? You can always see Northern Isles at the bottom here. So the name is always at the bottom. Sometimes it's cut off like that. But Northern Isles is the name of the map, where you start with a transport ship. I don't love his uncertainty. Well, you could look at it as uncertainty, or you could look at it as someone... either uncertainty or adaptability, right? Based on what his opponent's doing, he's slightly changing his game plan. Is Islands better or Northern Isles? I like Northern Isles better because it's easier to land people. And I think that makes a more dynamic map, right? Poll was broken, did not get to vote. It wasn't a poll, my dude. It was a prediction. Skogie. You might not have been able to predict because you live in a country where they don't allow Twitch to run gambling type of things, like the Netherlands, for example. Is that a thing? Yeah. All right. So they're looping around here. The two galleys, and Yo knew this was coming. So he's already moved his fish. Now Hera's going to be looking for these fish like, where the hell are they? And Yo is actually going to shift them to the front side of his base where he's making a fire galley, and he is on the way up to the castle age. And, well, we'll see what he can do. It's probably going to be instant war galley, right? Try and get map position here with some forward docks and take out the fish from Hera. But he's lost his transport ship, so Hera doesn't really have to worry about any potential landings from Yo. And that means he can fully focus on this water area, which means more galleys being added in. Maybe add in some demo rafts and then just try and get up to Castle Age yourself. And keep tracking these fish if you can, because Yo's fish were unable to loop around towards this forward dock. Where are they going? Bro, we are on a journey here with these ships. Hera's keeping his galley number nice and high here. Yo is going to have enough fires to push him back, especially once that war galley upgrade comes in. But he won't really have enough res to add in, you know, that second TC right away. To go for another transport ship, to really provide a threat to Hera at all. And Hera's just been casually fishing this entire time. His eco's been pretty solid. However, Yo is going to bring the fishing ships back. And Hera's going to loop back around here looking for these fish. Because the only thing Hera hasn't seen from Mr. Yo this game is fishing ships. He's seen the entire eco from him. He had the scout over here. He saw everything that was happening. He's seen all the docks, all the navy, but he has not spotted a singular fishing ship this entire game. Now war galley coming in on this side. Ooh, and oh. They're back on the run. All-time efficiency for these ships, less than 40%. It's not great, that's for sure. It's not great at all. "23 minutes of moving and 14, almost 15 minutes of gathering fish. However, Yo is going to clear up the fishing ships from Hera. He's going to have fires all over these docks around here. And Hera, if he's not careful, can lose galleys before he gets the upgrade. You have to be very, very careful. Feudal Age galleys against Castle Age fire ships, especially Byzantine fire ships. You stop for a second to micro, and these things are going to die pretty fast. You can see it right there. That thing is getting roasted. Yo goes for the second TC. Yo is now ahead on eco right now. Like we said before, the fishing ships have not really been fishing, and they finally find an opportunity, potentially at the front side here. And unfortunately for Hera, this dock is going to eject these galleys before he can get the war galley upgrade. As this one's going to die as well. These ones are being chased away. Oh, God. Careening could be huge as well for Mr. Yo. That'll give him some armor against the war galleys. As Hera will lose a couple docks at the front. This dock is going to go down before that galley comes out. This dock will stay up to produce another one. But that galley will die almost instantaneously. Wow. You can't stay still for a second here. Once war galley comes in, it's going to get harder to micro against these fires. You'll do more damage, but war galleys are very clunky. And I think Yo is now taking advantage in this game. He lost war galley. Ah, he canceled it. Okay. I think it was in this dock. He definitely canceled it. He definitely canceled it. Lost too many galleys. He saw the amount of fires from Mr. Yo, and he was just like, well, it's really not worth it for me to get War Galley at this point. I'll just put that into my eco. As you see him going for farms here, also going for Monastery. And this is playing right into Mr. Yo's hand. He now has full control of the water. He had that second TC up faster. He's going for the third TC now. His eco is looking much better. And he can even try and add some fishing ships now if he does deal with these galleys. The galleys should be better for sniping fish. But, I mean, he still has to contest with, like, a singular fire ship. If he's not paying attention, could take out this entire fleet. If Hera doesn't micro this, that fire ship could just, like, 1v6. These guys. He is microing it, though, and he does take it down. Really, really have to babysit this. Another dock over here from Hera. He goes for more galleys. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo's food eco looking fairly good. Farm upgrade is in. Second wood upgrade is in. More farms are coming down. I'm surprised he's not adding fish at the back here. I know Hera still has those galleys, but I mean, you kind of have an idea of where they are, and now he is adding fish. And there they are, back here. Beautiful stuff from Mr. Yo. I like the fact that Hera's gone for monks here. Monks can be really solid against fire ships, right? And Yo has to make sure he doesn't give any away in conversions. He's actually going for a demo over here. I love this. So he sees the HP on these galleys. Very, very low, right? If Hera wants to come past this way, he's going to have to go through this choke point. So if Yo just keeps a demo garrison in here, as soon as Hera comes through here, he can just ungarrison it and boom, everything. Might even get the monk as well. He doesn't do it. He doesn't notice. Beautiful. I like the idea, though. Yo's about to click up the imp, guys. Yo has the buildings necessary. He has the res necessary with Byzantines. My man is about to go up the imp, and he is on the way to Imperial Age, trying to save his fish over here, and has done a fairly decent job so far. Once again, of saving these ships. As Hera now goes for more docks on the middle area. Demo comes in, gets a good shot against these galleys. And it's only 3 HP left on that one. And Hera also lost a monk over on this side. Yo is just playing simple. Nothing fancy at all for him. And he's found himself in a very good position. Hera is now forced to try and get back onto the water. But if Yo is going for fast fire ship and galleon, Hera's gonna... It's just gonna be impossible to get back on the water in Castle Age. Right? You need to get up to Imperial Age. Did Hera end up winning the game yesterday? I saw it was him versus MBL, and he was going Therissidae. Did he end up winning that with those ships against the longboats from MBL? No? Okay. Yeah, it didn't feel like he was going to do it. They're just not good enough. They melted? Yeah, they're just too expensive. They have a lot of HP, but their damage output is so low. Alright, 35 seconds left until Imperial Age. 77 villagers for Hera. A really good farming go behind this. And a lot of gold in the bank. But what does he do against Fastfire and Galleon? And potentially the castle forward from Mr. Yo. You see the transport ship coming out now. Does have careening, so he can fit 10 vills on that ship. And I don't think Yo is going to be afraid of a forward castle placement here. Might go for the castle there. That's probably the more consistent play, but... Goes for fast fire now. Tries to take the engagement over here early. Looks like you should wait for fast fire, right? 30 seconds away, and he does go to the center area. Would cannon galleon be a viable option for Mr. Yo? Only after he clears up the water. Like, you might make one to put over here, but that's probably bad because it'll just get converted. If you add them in too early, you're taking resources away from the Navy. You need to clear the Navy from Hera. And now Hera clicks up to Imperial Age. Cannon galleon is only... There's like two situations where you make cannon galleon. Number one, you feel like your opponent is going to be distracted. And number two, you already have full water control. Drawman, that's right. He can make Drawmans, that's right. Byzantines. Doesn't even have access to cannon galleon. Shipwright coming in from Mr. Yo. The fire ship count is very, very low here. Fast fire is in though, and it's very clear he's waiting for Shipwright before he queues up anything else. Is Yo high? Worst water fight I've seen in a long time. He's busy elsewhere, right? Trying to get Shipwright. He was saving up. He's getting the castle down in the center. He was doing all the little things that make sure he wins the game in the long term. Would have loved to see him transport some villagers across here. Like, just a couple. Get some outposts up, maybe. Some buildings on this side. And Drydock is coming in, increasing the speed of his ships. Also gives him more transport capacity. Shipwright is in as well, which means his ships and his technologies are going to be cheaper. But the production for Mr. Yo is still heavily lacking. And Hera will be adding in more and more docks on the backside. Droman. There we go. Dude, imagine if he had those out super early and he was just killing the TCs from Hera. Denied Imperial Age. That would have been pog. Too few on wood. I think he's fine now. Remember, he has the 3rd wood upgrade, so his wood eco is actually pretty... Shipwright coming in for Hera. Careening coming in for Hera as well. Heavy demolition ship on the way for him because of the fast fires from his opponent. But Yo is basically shifting into Galleon currently. Monk chases the Droman away. Get him! Ugh! Would Cannon Galleon and Droman be better if you needed redemption to convert them? Yeah, for sure. But I don't think you should need redemption for ships. Greek fire. For Mr. Yo. All the technologies are coming in now.
Fuck you all, your lives are
Remember,
so
Yo's
sad.
going to win in the long term because he has access to all this area. And he snagged the relic from the middle, and he's snagging the relic. Is this Yo or Viper right now? He's snagging the relic from Hera's Island. He says, yoink, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Can Dromans eat trees like an onager? Don't think so. No. And he's just simply controlling all of this area in the center. Heavy demos coming in from Hera over here. He's learned from his mistakes yesterday. He's not going for Tharistidae. He's just simply going for Galleon. And Yo will be looping all of his fires around here. And with that +1 range, this fast fire army is very, very dangerous, right? Hera doesn't have any more demos. The range means the fire ships can stack better than they normally do. And you see them getting a lot of damage against these galleons, and Hera has to really, really baby this army. Yo has to make some pretty major mistakes to lose this, and Hera realizes that. Like, if Hera wants to win that game, he's banking on Yo on Yo forgetting to produce, on Yo taking like 5 bad fights in a row, and then Yo going AFK. There's so many things that need to go wrong for Mr. Yo for Hera to win this game, and he's ran through them, and he's thinking, yeah, that's not going to happen. Great job from Mr. Yo. Really, really solid stuff. I honestly think, like, Yo running around those fishing ships just got into Hera's head. He's like, I know they're somewhere. He spent so much time looking for those. Thanks for the peer pressure into the Mr. Yo Gambit choice. Yep. No one was betting on him. How can you not bet on Yo at 2-1 odds? It's Yo. I don't care who he's fighting up against. He's always got a chance to win. Byzantines win. Dravidians loss. He's got Byzantines. He's got Romans. How often do you think Yo thinks about the Roman Empire? A lot? Thrace daily? On a daily basis, okay. Yo, Chemical! Thank you for the 10 gifted, bro. Appreciate it. Let's go, dude. Chemicals here. Do you think the pro scene is able to go up with less players full time? We'll see. I think there's a big there is a big question mark right now on how many viewers come back with T90 and Viper. I mean, Viper's like deliberating or whatever. Is he that, like, Tristan had a video called The Decision, like he's fucking LeBron or something, you know? Did Viper do the same thing? I don't know if Viper's confirmed. But yeah, there's a big question mark with that. If they bring back a lot of viewers, then I think our scene changes a little bit. It gets bigger. FM, thank you for the 10 gifted as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Someone relay what he said. I said it depends on. I called T90 LeBron because he made a video called The Decision. Like, what? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Everyone fucking knows.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out
But
with you.
yeah, I think our scene definitely grows in the next few months in terms of viewership, and that obviously brings in new sponsors and whatever. and maybe motivates players a little bit more.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity
Yeah.
tax break just for hanging out with you.
Basically, the players that stopped going full time, it's because they were attempting to stream and play full time as a living, and it's quite difficult, right, to make ends meet doing that, especially if you're just a player. And you're trying to focus on playing, and you're not like interacting with chat or casting games all the time or whatever. It's hard to get that support. Cultivated meat! Thank you for the gift sub to Cellior. Appreciate it. Do you think your viewership will go down when T90 is back? I think so, initially. We'll see how it pans out. It's a question mark, right? It's something I worry about, obviously. But at the end of the day, if I have lower viewership than someone, it means that I'm doing something worse and I just need to get better, you know? Obviously, there's other factors that go into that, but at the end of the day, it's on me. So we'll figure it out. All right. So Yo is playing as Romans, Hera is playing as Chinese, and we've got Land Madness here, game number 2. And as we said, Yo thinks about the Roman Empire daily, hourly. He's got Byzantines last game, he's going for the Romans here. Dave's chat is too unique. I think over the last 2 years since Tristan has left, we have definitely cultivated something here. I don't know what it is. It is something for sure. No stone line around the boundary. Nope. That was only in Titans League. It's contagious. I hope not. That's the World Health Organization would be up my ass. If whatever this was contagious, we'd have a whole new pandemic. But like I said, if I have lower viewers, it could be demoralizing or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's on me, right? People go to where they're enjoying what they're watching, and you can't bitch about that. We are way too comfortable around here. Oh, I know, dude. Oh, I know. Anyway, Yo playing as Romans. We got to pause right here. Chinese are very, very strong. A 9-villager start. You can see Hera with 4 seconds. I repeat, 4 seconds of idle TC time. And he started with 3 additional villagers right off the rip. So he's ahead by 2 vills and a bit over Mr. Yo. And he has Loom as well, which Yo doesn't have, which means that's another 25 seconds or whatever to make a vill. Hera will have an advantage with. And Hera's eco is going to be really, really strong. Even with the 5% gather rate on everything for the Romans, Hera's eco is going to be ahead of Mr. Yo's, and Mr. Yo is going to need to get something done. I like watching Dave more because he makes me laugh from time to time. Why, thank you. Thank you. I get laughed at a lot. Loom coming in from Yo. Now, I've seen Yo play Romans before. And the way Yo plays Romans is like, he just goes scouts into knights into cavalier. He doesn't fuck around usually with the like infantry build. He just plays scouts because he's like, okay, my civ is giving me a 5% resource bonus on everything. And that should just benefit a scout build and a heavy macro build very, very well. And you can see he's going for the barracks right there. He's not going out to gold yet. And he's just going to play scouts. That 3-vil lead is so nasty. It is nasty, dude. It is nasty. I watch this because I can spam questionable emotes and I like your voice. See, there you go. That's a good reason. That's a fantastic reason. Is there a better reason than that? I don't think so. Don't pog plant. Do you think your viewers are older than T90s? No. I don't think so. I think his viewers are incredibly old. Yo advancing to the feudal age, and Yo will go for a stable. And he's just going to play scouts. And Hera's going to go for a stable as well. Hera has a nice little back gold here, but other options not really present, right? Backstone, back gold over on this side. We look at Yo's gold options. That's a really beautiful one. And you can see he's kind of walling in front of the berries to try and secure it. Already has the small walls around his woodlines as well. T90 has people with families and stuff. You might think it's weird, but they're here as well. We got family people here as well. We've got some weird family people here. Do you guys know Tree has kids? Oh, God. Cultivated Meat has teenagers. Did he kidnap them? I don't think so. ACCM is my dad. There you go. That's the only appropriate answer. Okay, so Harris still has the eco lead. He's got 3 more scouts queued. And his food eco is looking fairly solid here as Mr. Yo just kind of loops around here with the scouts. And we can look at the total res collected. And it is ahead for Hera, but not by that much. Romans, like, I feel like so many people, you know, they just look at the Romans and they think, oh, the infantry upgrades are all they really have. No, their eco bonus is phenomenal. 5% on everything. It's very smooth, and Yo's going to find a villager kill already, and he escapes with the scouts. Meanwhile, over here, Hera trying to run away from the spearmen. Yo already walling up the wood line, so no threat there. And Yo is just playing a nice little scout war game. Hera looping out to make more farms at the back now. Still has not gone out to gold. So he's not interested in adding a range just yet. And we don't have really heavy amounts of spearmen either for either player. So the range wouldn't accomplish all that much at this stage of the game. 5% cash back on everything you purchase. True. Okay, Yo can't get that villager. He can snipe this spearman if he feels like it, but with 2 scouts around as well, it's not really worth it, right? He's just going to keep adding some farms. He's going to keep adding some scouts. He's going to keep adding some spearmen. And Hera's going to do the same thing. And now Yo will go out to the gold. I don't know if Yo adds a range here, though. Yo isn't really the type of guy to add a range. Now that I say that, he's going to fucking add a range, but he's not really the type of guy. I think he wants to go Castle Age. He'll just add more scouts, more spearmen, maybe a tower. Maybe get the Bloodlines upgrade. Let's compare the HPs. 246 versus 295. All right, Flaccid, did you pick one that hasn't already been redeemed? What is this? Brain dead typing. Applicable, for sure. That's what you look like, chat. That's what you look like. True. True if picked. Oh, Yo's gonna try and come in. Bloodline's coming in for Hera, so Yo can't take the fight once Bloodlines is in. Hera's gonna have a lot more HP than him. Let's compare the HPs here. 291 for Yo, 385 for Hera, and now Bloodlines is in and it's 555. That's almost double. You gotta get out of there, my friend. You need to escape from that battle. You can't take that one. And is Yo just getting greedy? Kind of feels like it, right? He's going to keep running away from these scouts as Hera adds more and more and more. And Yo's going to try and go up to Castle Age. So Land Madness always has this moment, right? Where one player tries to go up to Castle Age. The other player is heavily investing into Feudal Age. And the player trying to go up to Castle Age then needs to survive and not lose a crazy amount of military while they're on the way up. And Hera has added in a range now, and he's gone for some archers, and the spearmen are going to get sniped down. He could just kill the spearmen with the scouts. I don't know why he's just running around with them. So many upgrades on those. He should be fine. As Yo is on the way to Castle Age, and Yo is going to try and kill the archers here with the scouts. He's not really going to be able to find any value. He needs to make sure he doesn't take any fights with these scouts. Hera scouts are so much better. Bloodlines isn't even in yet from Yo. No armor, no forging, no nothing. $577 HP versus 251. And Yo he just doesn't care, does he? Like, yeah, I'm on the way up to Castle Age. Should be fine. Once that infantry armor comes in, the spearman will actually have 2 pierce armor and 2 melee armor. So there's the Roman benefit right there. And Yo has managed to stay alive, although Hera is kind of saying, here, come out here. I'm going to kill your stable if you don't. And Yo will opt to take the fight. I don't know if Hera realizes the +2 armor is in for these spears. The archers won't be doing that great against these, and the spearmen are getting a lot of good hits against the scouts, and this might not be a great fight for Hera. Wow, Mr. Yo calculating this, and he takes out, it looks like, almost the entire army from Hera as he gets to the Castle Age. What a demoralizing moment there for Hera. He had such a better army, but that +2 armor on the spear is coming in huge for Mr. Yo, and Hera was looking at the scouts and thinking, man, he doesn't have bloodlines, he doesn't have armor. All he's got is forging. I should win this convincingly. No! This man has 4 kills alone. And now he has to contend with knights, and he's still 1 minute and 40 seconds away from the Castle Age as we see 2 more stables being added from Hera, and Hera's going to run into some serious issues here. Mr. Yo going for a second TC now. He's got bloodlines, getting the cavalry armor, and he's clearing up some of these archers. That was a sick fight from Yo. That was really, really good patience there from him. Amplomb, thank you for these 7 months. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome back. I mean, this is, I think this is the way you need to play Romans. You just think of them as having a good eco bonus. You can play standard scouts. If you need the spearmen to help you out, you get the armor upgrade. You don't need to go all in with some sort of men-at-arms tower approach, and then if that doesn't work, you just GG. You don't need to do that. Play the way Mr. Yo's playing, and you'll find some success, right? I mean, Hera still has a pretty good eco, but anytime you can, you know, get a lead to the Castle Age and get that second TC up faster than the Chinese without losing too many villagers in Feudal Age. You didn't even lose a single villager in Feudal Age. I mean, I think that's a success, right? Take a look at the eco gathered. Hera's not that far ahead. Just play like Yo, guys. It's easy. It's not. He makes it look easy. And that's part of Yo's genius, right? He makes everything look like it's not taking too much effort. But it is. It's incredibly difficult to play like him. Knights posing a little bit of a threat. We got another scout just kind of wandering around. But Hera has pikemen now, and Hera is in the back with light cav. And it feels like Hera is just always in the back of your eco with light cav. But Mr. Yo has some good quick walls here. It's going to make that gold fairly inefficient. But Squires is coming in with this for the Spearman, and Hera's not paying attention. Loses one, could lose some more. Just trying to deal with the Knights over on this side as both players start to add in some monks now. Like Cav roaming around. Yo has kept the walls up to date as he chops through. And it wouldn't surprise me to see Yo go for the +2 cavalry armor soon. I know Hera usually delays that +2 armor for a very long time, right? Even if he's running under TCs, he will have only +1 and go under. Oh my god, there's a hole. He will delay it for a very, very long time. Yo likes that +2 armor because he can just run underneath TCs and snipe villagers with like very low numbers of knights. Hera doesn't think it's as effective. There's no hole at the gold here. Oh! I just assumed. The knights weren't attacking anything. I just thought. I shouldn't think. I shouldn't think. I thought it was an optical illusion or something, but there actually was a hole there, and there's a giant hole back here on the gold, as the knights are going to be able to clear up the pikemen. The knights are going to be able to kill a bunch of villagers forward here. How many villagers go down on this side? Not too many, but a lot of pikemen as well go down over here as Hera loses a ton of vills. Yo has killed 14 villagers from Hera, and he's going to kill some more. Damn, dude. Yo, just showing us how it's done with the Romans. Just play them like any other Civ. Knights. The Yeomans. Yep. Gets a conversion over on this side. Knights still roaming around, providing a little bit of a threat. These 4 knights have 19 kills. That's actually kind of wild that those 4 weak knights had 19 kills, 17 villager kills for Yo, 62 villagers versus 48 from Hera. And he adds in another barracks, and he's going for another TC, this time on the stone. Lots of gold in the bank for Yo. Still isn't taking care of this hole over here, and you can bet your ass that Hera remembers that's there. Does the kill counter reset upon conversion? No, it does not. Knights are coming in. Hera still doesn't even have the first armor upgrade. You see what I mean? He doesn't attach that much importance to those armor upgrades. Just now getting it. And I guess Yo didn't have fletching on the TC, so at the end of the day it all equals out, but that gold's still open. Yes, no, it isn't. Yo managed to wall it up. Knights are coming in on this side. And Yo get that second infantry armor upgrade. So with the Romans, that makes his pikemen incredibly strong. +4 melee armor, +4 pierce armor. It's going to be really, really tough to fight against those if you're Hera. Your knights won't clear them up as fast. Your range units won't do as well against them, and Hera doesn't have any range units left on the field anymore. And if you convert a pikeman with a monk, it's like, so what? You got yourself a pikeman. Your Romans get help. They don't, right? Did they? No. I can't remember. They do. Okay.
Fuck you all, you're so sad I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
It's an infantry civ. Okay, great. So is Vikings. They don't get help. So is Aztecs. They don't get help. There's a lot of infantry civs that don't get help. All things considered. Yo now getting some more eco upgrades. He's got 78 villagers. Hera's at 66. So Hera has kept up production. Once again, Hera's macro is fantastic, right? Even though Yo has been taking some good fights, sniping a ton of villagers. Yo is only ahead by like 9 vills right now, and he's killed 20 of Hera. So Hera has done a really, really good job keeping up the villager production. Only 2 minutes of total idle TC time. With 3 TCs so far is super solid. Very, very solid. So we see Hera sniping that monk. Of course he does. And Yo coming forward and snipes a vill. And, oh, man, he could have denied this. He still can. But he's not going to. He's busy in other areas. Has a ton of stone and might be thinking about a forward castle somewhere. If we look at Hera's map, right, he's got this gold back here. Where is other gold options? Right here. Right here. That's a stone, I guess, behind there. But it's basically this, and if he wants more gold, he's going to have to extend a really, really long way. That's so many pikes. You can't stop this castle. You simply can't. And it's going to be on the hill right above all the production buildings. It doesn't really control any resources, but when you're thinking about Hera pushing out towards Yo's base, this is such a valuable choke point. So valuable. And it completely denies this woodline too. And Hera can't do anything about this. I'm sorry. This is just a wall of flesh that you can't push through. Hera almost has enough for a castle of his own. He almost has enough to go up to Imperial Age. And he might actually click Imperial Age. Nope. Yo goes up first after buying 400 food. Yo is up. Hera's going to go for the castle, and Hera's going to click up shortly. 3, 2, 1. Bop. At TC. Okay. That this would be the safer option, but... Roman castles are so ugly. Listen here, you little shit. Alright? They ruled the Mediterranean for like 500 years, bro. He got a point, though. Listen here, citizen. They're objectively not better than other castles. You're not wrong. Like, the Chinese castle is so much better than the Roman castle. Right over here, Hera still only has that +1 armor, but he's found himself into the woodline here, and that's a lot of potential villagers for Mr. Yo, as Yo gets hand cart now. However, Hera is losing villagers as well. Yo will open Halb. And what is the follow-up to this for Mr. Yo? It's Halb and Treb, and that's it. Maybe another forward castle somewhere around here, potentially. Ready. How often do you think about them? Daily. Daily. Chukanu for Hera. Really, really powerful once you get enough of them. But it's extremely difficult to mass. Hera's also stretched out over here. He's found himself some extra gold and stone. Yo can see those. And you can bet your ass Yo's going to be here pretty soon. He's actually sending a monk over here as well. Try and look for more relics. We know that all of the relics have been discovered. But that monk from Yo might actually find that TC. That might be problematic for Hera for sure. Still no Halb upgrade for Yo. Are Scorps a viable counter to Chukanu? Yes, but Hera's going to have other units mixed in. So I don't think Scorps are the answer. I think it's just Cavalier. Krebs, maybe some Halbs, and you're good to go. Maybe some Legionaries eventually, right? Okay, Hera's going to try and snipe this Trebuchet, and he's going to get it. He's going to try and snipe this one, too. No, he's forced to leave as his own Treb starts working away on this castle forward. And Yo discovered the TC. So now he can come raid over here with the Cavalier. He does have the technology with the Romans for the charge attack. What is it called? What's that tech called? Constita something? Ah. Comitatensis. That's it. Repair! Nope. Castle goes down. And Yo is housed. And Hera actually has more eco right now. He's got a higher population than Yo. And if he can hold on, Hera's going to find himself in a pretty good situation here with Chukanu and Camels. The only question is, how much damage does he take before he gets his full death ball of units? The Trebs are looping around over to this side now, but you can see the raids are already causing him some problems, right? He has to respond over here against the Cavalier. And that means he's going to have limited army to push this back over here. And now his Trebs are going to have to move forward into a slightly vulnerable position to attack this castle. However, saying that, Yo doesn't really have any villagers to repair. He's got 3 villagers only. So I think that castle might actually die. And once again, Hera just struggling with the raids over on the side. This is the way Yo plays Romans. These are the Yeomans. It's just a all-out macro game as Yo goes for another castle over here. Hera's trying to take that gold. Hera also going for some very sneaky business back on this side. Double stable at the back with an outpost as well. So Hera's going to attempt to do the same thing to Yo that Yo is doing to him. Raids in the back of his base as Yo pushes forward with all these pikemen and the Lightcav and the Cavalier, and the Chukanu might die. We see 6 Chukanus still stacked up there. Trebuchets are going down as well. Hera is going to lose, it looks like, all of these Trebs if Yo's paying attention. And he's going to lose a lot of his Chukanu as well. Yo's got a fantastic eco behind this. He's just going to spam in units. He's going to try and take out the military population from Hera, and at the same time, raid the villagers on the other side. Deny the golds, deny the stones. Still no fletching for him, though, so this castle could be doing a little bit better, maybe. They also discovered this stuff at the back. Although Hera's already got a stable up, and he'll start making some light cav over there. Halberd are now coming in for Yo, and Hera has managed to push back over on this side. Still losing villagers here. Trying to go for some counter raids over here with some camels. Still has the light cav at the back being annoying, but this massive Chukanu is going to be fairly concerning for Mr. Yo. And the fact that Hera is actually stretching out here and he's found himself some more gold and some more space to farm is really, really nice. Hera's doing a fantastic job. What are the upgrades on the Chukanu? He does not have rocketry, he does not have elite. And he doesn't have any armor either. He's like, glass cannons. These Chukanu. Elite is useless with them? I don't think it's useless. They fire extra arrows. And they have more HP. Okay. Yo getting crop rotation. So he thinks it might be a long game. He's going to have all of the eco upgrades, basically. I don't know where his mining upgrades are sitting at right now, but overall, he's going to have some really, really good eco upgrades. Also has a castle over here. I don't know if Hera can spot that. He can. And he's going to go for some more trebs. He's going to attempt to protect them with his Chukanu. But the problem with Chukanu is that you have to have them protecting your trebs over here, which means you can't have them over here. And you're just defending with, like, Light Cav over on this side. And Light Cav is not going to be doing very well against these Cavalier at all. Also, Yo does not have the Commit to Tensis tech yet. Maybe he's saving up for that right now. The charge attack for his Cavalier. And he is! We're watching Mr. Yo, and I am Mr. No. I just know. What's that text? So he'll get is it +5 charge attack on the Cavalier and the Legionaries, I think? And the Centurions? So it's +9 overall, which is +5 basically. We see another castle over here. Yo's got plenty of stone. And I believe that his villagers repair faster, right? 5% faster. Hera needs to buy stone. It's going to be a really rough position to be in. But Hera can come in with the Chukanu, attempt to take out the Trebs over on this side. And his Treb goes down, and he's still being pressured over here by this one Treb. And Hera calls the GG. And Yo is up 2-1 over Hera. Yo was playing really, really well after that first game. Fantastic stuff. He won with the Byzantines. He won with the Romans. He thinks about them all the time. And this is an excellent illustration of how to play with the Romans. It's kind of ironic, right? Because it's like, it's off meta from what most people do with the Romans, but it is the most meta thing ever. Scouts into knights. And you can do it because you have a fantastic eco bonus. 5% on everything is great. Yo, Acro, thank you for the raid, bro. Hope you had a good stream. Chesties, Smoking, Pepper, thank you for the 7 months each. Appreciate it. If Yo was born 1,000 years ago, the Roman Empire would have never collapsed. That is a take. That is a take. Eco for Yo is actually better. And you know what? The thing about that take is, we can neither confirm nor deny it. It could be true. We don't know. Wait, Yo beat Hera with Chinese Nineville start? Yeah. Because you know why he did it? You know how he did it, Sato?
Fuck you all. Your lives are so
Because he
sad,
didn't
I
play
get
into some
charity
brain
tax
dead
breaks
Roman
just for
men at
hanging out
arms
with ya.
strategy. He doesn't care, dude. Mr. Yo doesn't care. He just plays scouts. Romans are good. His eco was basically the same as Hera's the entire way through. Easy. All right. Loss with Chinese, win with Romans. Also, like, Hera did not see that infantry, double infantry armor upgrade coming in. The late upgrade for Yo on the Spearman, and then Hera took that fight. Oh, boy. That really, really hurt him. I think if you're playing Chinese there, I don't think you go for the range. I think the range kind of hurt Hera, right? It really delayed his castle age, and his opponent had +2 armor on the Spearmen. So the archers aren't even getting that much damage against the spears, especially when you have fully upgraded feudal scouts. Minus the armor. It feels like you can just maybe take out the spears with the scouts alone. Who knows? Definitely something might want to lab out in the future. He should have just killed the stable. Well, Yo came along with the Yo came along with the spearman, right? They should have called Romans the Western Roman Empire. Well, the dumb thing is, like, the campaign they included with the Romans was like Trajan, right? That's before the West-East split. It's like 200 AD. It's like 200 years before the Huns. The timeline doesn't add up at all. Exactly. That's an AoE 1 campaign, though. True. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'll run an ad now so that you don't get one during the game. Okay? Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Yo, Cultivated. Thank you for the gift sub to Sato. Appreciate it. It's a good gifter. Is ad guy still Madge? That was funny, dude. I was like getting mad at ad guy for complaining about ads in between the games. And then halfway through my rant, I realized he wouldn't be able to hear me because he was balls deep in an ad. Oh, man. Balls deep raw dogging the ads. Whoa. Comfort levels are insane there. Holy. So, in terms of sets after this, we don't have that much coming up after this, guys. We only have, looking at the program, we have Viper, Leary, and Heart MBL. So really, this is like the primetime set of the day. Bro, this tournament's fucking stacked. What? Yeah, I know. We'll be golfing with friends? Yeah, I guess so. Turkey made it happen? They did, man. Kazva made it happen, bro. And his sponsor as well. It's pretty sick. 6,000 USD. Anonymous Turkish sponsor. Kazva is the organizer. And we get Hera Yo followed by Viper Leary. We had Doubt Tato earlier today. And then we have Heart MBL at the end of the day. That's kind of crazy mode, I'm not going to lie. I like how he brought a lot of Turkish players to promote his region. Exactly. If you're going to put on a tournament like this, include as many Turkish players as you can, right? They had 6 of them in here, and they got some wins. Obviously, they're going to struggle a little bit against players of this caliber. But like we saw Ubetnir set against Nilly, he looked pretty good. And we learned about his style, right? The house post. Never seen anything like it. My man had 25 outposts, and for every outpost, he builds a house right beside it. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're going on to Mired here, folks. Hold on. I need everybody to hold. Okay? We are going on to Mired. And we're going to get into it as soon as we can. And on Mired, well, we've got a lot of boars. Hera is playing as the Mongols. Yo is playing as the Goths. Both players get a benefit from the hunt. Hera's going to harvest the hunt faster. Yo's hunt is going to last longer. And Yo can get loom instantly, which means Yo can come out here, start luring in the boars. And Hera is going to get 2 of his own boars in here. You start with a horse, so you can actually lame villagers that are trying to lure the boar back, and that's exactly what Hera's going to do. I think Hera would be better suited just trying to, you know, lure that boar in himself, and he's going to get it. And 3 boars is enough. Yo will try and snag these 2. But it feels like 3 boars should be enough. And Yo's not even going to try and bring this back. Yo's just going to kill it with the villagers. Yo doesn't care, guys. This is smart. It's too much effort to try and bring this all the way back to your TC. Just kill it, harvest the meat. No, 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 no. Keep him here. No, no, no. Harvest it. What are we doing? Okay, he's coming over here, I guess. He's going to bring one back to his TC. He's going to lure this on back. And he should be able to get this back just fine. Yeah, but Hera manages to get another boar throughout the process. And Hera's going to try and lame this villager. Yo can bring the horse on over, though, and Yo's going to be just fine. So, lots of boars underneath the TC from Mr. Yo. And that hunt is going to last a very long time here with the Goss. So, he is going to have more food than Hera, but Hera's food is coming in incredibly quickly. As you can see represented there. 600 food collected, 300 for Mr. Yo, but he's got a lot of food, or had a lot of food in the arms, so let's look at the collection now. It's still double for Hera. That's actually wild. Map should have just been named Baconflict. Baconflict? I see. Right. Hera's actually coming out for this boar. It's not too far to walk. You can get a lot of food from this, too. Yo, maybe should have lured these all the way out here first. Map should be named Rip-Backed. True. Meanwhile, Hera going for some more walls over on this side. Hera needs to win this, or he's out. He's out against Mr. Yo, who he's had a fantastic record against so far this year. And Mongols should be favored against Goths, right? They should be. He's got 725 food in the bank. I think it's time to go up. Unless he wants to go FC. He could go FC. With these walls, he can manage it. I think he could even go FC off 21 villagers, to be honest. Horse start is good. Demo start would be funnier. Demo start would be fucking hilarious, bro. That would be great. If we had mired and you just started with one demo raft, oh my god. That would be so funny. And Hera's just going to go FC. I think Yo's going to do the same thing, though. You see Yo with some big, big walls over on the sides. Still taking the boar meat over here. Now he's gone to the hunt over on this side, and he should be able to click up to Feudal Age after this villager. I would love to see him wall in front of this town center as well. But he doesn't need to do it just yet, because I think he suspects Hera's going SC. So he can wait till he sees him get to Castle Age before walling there. (26ville FC. Yep. Hera's gonna go 24 villager FC. And you could make an argument that he could have done it 23, right? He could have gone up even a villager sooner than that, because he already has the food he needs. He could have even gone up like 2 villagers sooner, maybe. Wood is going to be an issue for sure, and he barely has enough to go for the blacksmith in the stable after going for the big walls, but Hera will be able to get up to Castle Age much faster than his opponent, and he will be able to start spamming out the Step Lancers. And now Yo is going for walls even behind the TC. That's interesting. I guess he can't make them in front because of the shoreline, so he makes them behind with a little gate. Nice, I like it. Good adaptation there. Still has to be very concerned about these palisade walls here on the edges, though, because 4 Step Lancers or whatever can get through that incredibly quickly. I like that walling. I do, too. It's nice. He can fit 1 farm in there, too. It's nice and cute. Castle Age on the way. Feudal Age coming in for Yo. Stable, blacksmith. And I guess Yo just plays into like Knight Monk or something. What do you do long term here with the Goss? Ugh. Ugh. Ew. What are you doing long term with Goss? Food collected now. Still more for Hera. What do you think, guys? Long term. Castle Age, Mongols have the better options, right? Imperial Age feels like Mongols have the better options as well. It's going to be really, really tough, especially when you don't have a lead to the Castle Age. Huskarl Halb? I think that just like dies to Step Lancer Magadai. I think they just die. I think so as well. I think a Huskarl Halb might just like die to mass Step Lancer. Hera's going for a Siege Workshop. He knows the TC position from Mr. Yo. And Yo will bring a scout around to fight this back. And Hera leaves. But Yo does not see the Siege Workshop as Hera starts to add in Step Lancers. He's going to come over here, and this is good scouting from Yo. Sees that Siege Workshop, knows the Step Lancers are coming. You always knew the Step Lancers were on the way. But now you have a little bit of a warning for that Siege, and he's going to add a stable. So Yo is going to go into Knights. Knights will beat Step Lancers. They have better stats, right? They're kind of worse at dealing with Spearmen, Pikemen, sniping Villagers than Step Lancers are, but when you're talking about the head-to-head, if the Step Lancers are fighting them in place, the Knights are going to win. And the Knights are going to do decently against the Siege as well, unless Hera adds in some monasteries. Yo. Running away. Goes for more Knights. His food eco is looking really bad at the moment. Really, really bad. He's all out of hunt. He is all out of hunt. He's got 1 villager on the berries. He's got 1 farmer over here. And he's trying to produce Knights. He doesn't have any farm set up. And if we look over at Hera's eco for a second, he's got farm set up to keep this the Step Lancer production going. And he's hit a nice little attack round there. And the Step Lancers kind of clearing up these Knights without armor. No bloodlines, no armor. And Hera takes out all 3. Yeah, I think things are about to get really, really rough for Mr. Yo. He's forced to go into a monastery. Might even need a second monastery. Just full monks approach. So many steppies now from Hera. Things are not looking good for Yo. It's over. It might be over. Yeah, it definitely might be over. Oh, don't let him in. Okay, Hera has to back up. Still doesn't have the armor for his Step Lancers. Does have another Mangonel, though, as Yo goes for a Mangonel of his own. And Yo will be able to keep himself safe for a little while longer. But the problem for Mr. Yo is the food eco. Right? He's only got these 4 villagers on the berries and 1 farmer. And that's it. Harry, you got to be careful here. There's a siege workshop. What happens if a Mangonel pops out and hits all your Step Lancers when they're stacked up here? What happens if a Mangonel pops out and gets this Mangonel? What happens if Yo ejects the Mangonel on the wrong side of the siege workshop? That's what happens. Oh, no. Come on, Yo. Why not just destroy the TC? Because he can just repair it from behind. Over here, if you kill this, your Step Lancers can come in and wreak havoc. Now Yo has so much to deal with, right? Has to worry about his gold over here. Has to be microing his Mangonel to try and take out this Mangonel from Hera, and he doesn't even get it. And still has to worry about his food eco, which is, as of right now, completely non-existent. Yeah, GG. 2-2. Mongols should just be better here. Unless you go for some sort of early pressure with Goths, like Militia or something like that, where you manage to deny all of the boars. If Hera only got 2 boars in or 1 boar in, maybe it's a different story, but Mongols should just be better, right? If we're thinking about Castle Age into Imperial Age, Step Lancer just makes this matchup so difficult for Goths. Unbelievably difficult. And this was the 2nd pick for Yo, I think. Goths. It was the 2nd overall pick. Maybe he felt like it was the only thing that had a chance against Mongols here. Let's look at the order of the draft. Yeah, so Hera... Hera went for Mongols before Yo could pick his civilization. So he got Mongols here for Mired, and then Yo was probably like, well, damn. I need to try something. Gonna pick Goths. And we go into Hideout as our final game. And it's a Yo home pick. Home map pick. We've got some potential. Men-at-Arms Towers was the only choice. That's really tough, though. Because the Mongols are going to be up to Castle Age by the time you, like, finish that first tower. Remember, he went up 24 villagers. He clicked up to Castle Age. Civs for Yo on Hideout. He's got Burgundians, Portuguese. Vietnamese Teutons for Hera. Oh. I think Hera goes Vietnamese here, right? And Yo goes Burgundians. Yeah. Name a civ that literally has any chance for his Mongols on the map. Berbers, maybe? I don't know. Well, Berbers lost some of their speed on the villagers early, too, so it's... I don't know. Gain score? I'm getting there, bro. Pull up the notepad, you know.
Fuck you all. Your
Change
lives are so
this.
sad I get a charity tax break
Well, you
just
got
for
me.
hanging out with you.
Mixu,
Lee
thank you for the
less than
15
3.
months, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome back. I've been out your mind. Gajara full feudal camels. ... What about them? I wonder if it'd be worth to just send all your starting bills forward as Goths and kill the opponent's boars. I was thinking the same thing, Oil. Like, even if he sends, like... Even if he sends like 3 villagers or 2 villagers forward, could be good, right? You're obviously later to get the TC up, but Persian douche? I don't know. I don't know about the douche. Oh no, spec dashboard's offline. Okay, it's back up. Oof. Yo, Muddle, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. I think the biggest problem with TC dropping is finding like a spot to drop the TC. So let's like consider Yo's TC there. There wasn't really many places to drop a TC within range of that. And if there's only 1 or 2 spots you can put your TC, the other player just goes for a house or a palisade there, and then you're fucked. What would we do without spec dashboard? Exactly. What would we do? All right, Vietnamese Burgundians. Now, what's Hera going to cook up here? Because Burgundians should be better, but Vietnamese are not bad at all. Yo hits him with the good luck, have fun. Yo hits him with the good luck, have fun. When he sees the Civ matchup. Toxic? No, it's Giga Chad behavior. No, he probably typed that in the game room. Sometimes it shows up in the game chat here. Probably typed it before they launched the game. Yo is a very polite individual. Actual Giga Chad. It said 0.00. Yeah, that means it's probably in the game room then. What's wrong with that? That happens in a lot of games. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, George. It's just rare to see it in a Game 5 situation, right? Usually you say that like before the first game of the set. What's wrong with good luck, have fun? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. We just have nothing else to talk about. Game 5 here. Burgundians for Yo. Vietnamese for Hera. And, well, Hera's going to need to get a forward position. So Hera has a couple options here. He could go for early pressure. You see he's deleted all the walls to get the boars and the deers in faster. Could go for early pressure like men-at-arms archers or something like that. Maybe a forward attempt to try and disrupt the Burgundian eco. Or he could go fast feudal himself. Get the eco upgrades, which come in really quick for Vietnamese. And then try and get up to Castle Age to match or get close to the Castle Age timing from his opponent. I think I would like the second option better. And then you just work your way towards the boom. Try and get a forward castle somewhere around here and try and kill them off quickly. Hera built a house on berries. It's 9 start. You start with the extra houses. I feel like this one was one of the extras. What the hell is this? It's awesome. That's Boris the bear, dude. That's wide Boris. Yo just can't resist Burgundian pick. Yep. He likes him for the eco. You can see he's already got Horse Collar. He's already got double bit axe.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Goblin. Bathwater. Fenris. Thank you for the 22 months. Appreciate it.
Fuck you, Riley. I made your mom so wet. Trudeau deployed a 24.
Your average duck as well. Thank you for the 8. One more.
Yo, what's happening?
Odds on Hera deleting that house before Castle Age? Low. Hera's going archers here. He's going out for the mining camp early. And he's clicking up to the feudal age. No, he's going FC. This is FC. 23 villagers. 24 pop overall. This is FC. Okay. Cool. FC with no loom and multiple gaps in your base. It's a good thing Yo is busy pushing in these deer. If Yo's scout was over here, things might get a little bit hectic for Hera. But yeah, this is going to be a nice FC attempt from Hera. 23 plus 2 with a barracks and an archer range likely. Or maybe, no, stable to contest the relics, right? It's a nice build from him. Meanwhile, Yo goes for a barracks. He's going to go for a stable as well. To make sure that the relics are under his control. He wants as many as possible with Burgundians. Relics are actually kind of favoring Hera right now. Actually, are they? He's got this one for free. This one's kind of a little bit over towards him, but it's more neutral than anything. This one's a little bit over towards Yo. Yo's got this one for free. And then I guess this balances it out. I think it's favored. Yeah, it's slightly favored towards Hera. Darth Vader, thank you for the 13 corners. Okay. Interesting corner. Fascinating. Boring. Now that's like an art gallery corner, right? You wouldn't hang it in your house. But you'd get to the completely white, sterile room and you'd look at the one thing hanging on the wall and you'd be like, hmm. And then you'd walk along and you'd never think about it ever again. Seven seconds of vital TC time for Hera. He does click up though, and he does patch the hole, and he's going to take the engagement against Yo, and I think Yo's going to win this. And Hera chickens out. Yo also on the way to Castle Age. Yo has had the eco upgrades for a lot longer. Hera's just getting them now, and we can see that reflected in the economy. Yo does have more res collected overall, and that's just going to snowball as the game goes on. Didn't they play with the same civs and the same map in TTL? Did they? I don't remember. Lot on gold for Yo. He's got 5 on gold. He wants to go for the monk text, right? Heavy plow already coming in too. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So Hera's going to have enough wood to go for maybe 2 TCs and then the monastery a little bit later for him. Yo is going to struggle with the wood that he needs, but he does have a market, right? And Hera does not have a market. He went blacksmith stable rather than market stable. So Yo with a lot on gold could just kind of like balance his eco, maybe buy himself some wood for that 3rd TC. Hera's going to have to do it the natural way, but it looks like his build is good enough to get it done. Is the button still banned? I don't think so. I mean, there's no need to ban it, right? There was no need to ban it in the first place in KOTD. That was just an overreaction after NAC. No one's ever going to go for that button on Arabia. What button? Flemish Revolution. What we're talking about. Second town center for Mr. Yo. Second town center for Hera. And he should be adding the 3rd one shortly here. Hera. Nope. Okay. Oh, get his ass. Got him. Absolutely rinsed. Husbandry also coming in for Mr. Yo. So he's going to snipe that that scout, and then he's going to run away. Meanwhile, on the other side, also taking out this scout. Hera's using the hill, but it's not going to help him all that much as Yo manages to kill 2 scouts from Hera. He's got the husbandry upgrade, and you can see just a few, like 100 extra resources gathered early from those eco upgrades. Meaning that Yo gets more scouts on the field. He's able to afford the husbandry upgrade. He's able to go for that 3rd TC a little bit faster. And he's still got comparable farm eco to Hera. Actually saying that, Hera's got a really good farm eco. 20 farms placed. Yo on 13. But Yo scaling this really, really well. Plus cheaper upgrade. That is true. And like have, yep. And it's just scouts from Hera. Let's take a look at what Hera can see. You can see 2 relics. Yo can spot 1, 2, 3 relics. And Hera knows about this one, right? No. What's said after this? Oh, no, it's not that good. I think it's like Viper Leary or something after this. It's just not, yeah. This is definitely like the premier set of the day. Cringe? I know. Hera found him. Good exploration here from Hera. This monk has to eat the relic. Huh! He threw it as far as he could. He threw it as far as he could. I think that was a good toss. Meanwhile, Hera bringing his scout back over, and he's going to be able to snipe another monk. Damn, dude. Nice activity here with the scouts from Hera. Beautiful stuff. Viper Leary is not good. I mean, kind of like, you know, that just not as well known, right? Who's Leary? Exactly. 4th TC for Yo. It kind of looks like these TCs are like almost within douching range, right? They're like 3 tiles away. Being able to range each other. And they don't know. They don't know. Still neither player has a relic coming in. We've got 1 light cav over here from Mr. Yo. Full vision on that relic if Hera decides to go up for that. And Hera's actually sending a scout over there to investigate. Wheelbarrow coming in for Hera. And it comes in pretty quickly for the Vietnamese. And you can see he's going to, you know, pop slightly ahead in villager count over Yo. But he still doesn't have that 4th TC yet. And Hera deciding not to go for the conversion. He's just going to heal up his scout behind. That's very creative. If he goes for the conversion, I think Yo 100% runs away. But if he heals up his scout, Yo might hang around. And he loses a bunch of HP in the process. Some guy who doesn't even stream versus a literal child. Oof. A little harsh. Right? Like Viper streams. How did Yo manage to get this light cav in here is the question. It's in. And that monk's going to die. That monk is going to die. And this scout also died. So Yo gets more light cav in here. Where are they coming from? Where on earth are they coming from? Is the question. Did someone open the gate when we weren't looking? Teleportation. Potentially. Loom is in on the villagers. Oh, Loom is not in on the villagers. Wow. And that results in 2 villagers going down. They got thrown from Yo's TCs. Well, we can take a little look at how they got in. How did they get in? How did they get in? How did they get in? So that's the one that got in, right? And then he just lets another one in. Oh my god. Disgusting. University coming in for Mr. Yo. 35 on food. How many farms for him? 38 placed. Hera is going to be on 40 placed farms soon, but these are very, very exposed. And he's even adding some more farms over here. But, I mean, if he doesn't get a forward position on Mr. Yo, he might really struggle with Vietnamese against Burgundians. Yeah, but Monkey, he killed the monk as well, right? killed the monk as well, and he killed some scouts while Hera was distracted with the light cav being inside. So while Hera, you know, trading 2 villagers for 4 light cav is probably a good trade at the end of the day, he did lose some other stuff in the process. And monk comes back for Mr. Yo now, and he's going to drop off a 3rd relic. And Yo is about to click up to Imperial Age, and Hera's going to be clicking up at the same time. Damn, dude. He doesn't have the 2nd building, though. Yo's on the way up. Hera doesn't have the 2nd building. He needs the 2nd building. Oh, man, that's painful. Really, really painful for Hera. And he lost a villager to a bear. Boris. Doing Boris things. Happens to the best, exactly. Dude, Wide Boris is amazing. Frankie, hello. Thought you could hide? You can't. 2nd barracks for Hera. Definitely want to at least get the pikeman upgrade here. You probably want to open helm. But the tech tree for Vietnamese may be lacking some options against the Burgundians, especially if our Burgundians player gets a good setup over here with a castle. As Yo has maybe even discovered another relic over here that he can snag. Damn, dude. Yo's playing so well today. It's crazy. And I think Yo might open skirm. Right? Fletching coming in. Armor coming in. See if he goes for some ranges. He also might just be getting fletching for the castle, and he might be getting the armor for maybe hand cannons. Yo, we'll go paladin. It's got enough res to do it, right? Just where are the production buildings? I think it just goes Castilier, maybe? I don't know. First, he has to worry about the Trebs. So, 2nd castle coming up. Vietnamese castles do not get masonry. They do not get architecture. They do get hoardings. But if we're talking about an extended Treb war, really, really going to struggle, right? Because they'll be stuck on 4,800 HP for a very long time. And the bombard cannons are going to come out first from Mr. Yo, with chemistry already halfway done. Great place to set up the Trebs. Oh my god, how do you ever snipe that if you're Hera? Even with the pikemen and the light cav, what a fantastic spot. Nice little nook there for Mr. Yo to set up these Trebs. And I think this castle is just going to be a drain on stone. It's going to be a massive drain on stone. Mining upgrades coming in for Mr. Yo as well. Hera will need to repair this for a very, very long time. He does have conscription automatically, which means his Trebs will be produced a little bit faster from the castle. And his pikemen and light cav and whatnot will be produced faster as well, as he's going for the halberdier upgrade right now. But Yo already has chemistry. He's already got a counter to the halbs. And it's going to be tough with these 2 castles to even get at these Trebs in the first place. You have to toss away a lot of units to do it. Nice tower in the center here from Yo. I'm so glad he didn't go for a castle here. Castle here is such a waste. Your opponent just goes and trebs it down. And yeah, this castle is just going to soak stone. This is a brutal castle. Now the bomber cannons are coming out too. I think Hera's going to really struggle. Right? Hand cannons set up. Castles here with ballistics coming in. Bombard cannons working on the castle. Treb's working on the castle. Halb's coming in to snipe the Treb, and Hera does manage to get 1 Treb. And he's trying to get these bomber cannons, but he doesn't quite get it, and he tosses his entire army away to try and kill the siege. I think the castle might go down, though. The castle from Mr. Yo will die, and Hera gets the castle, and he just says, GG, well played. And Yo wins the set against Hera 3-2. Hera's out of the Warlords waiting room tournament. I think he played pretty well today, but Yo was on another level, man. And Hera found himself in a final game 5 with not the greatest civs available, right? So maybe Yo drafting a little bit better than Hera. Courier, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate it. Just had a kid. Yours, not mine. Beautiful showing from Yo. Really, really good stuff. And he's going to go on to the semis of this mini tournament. We're calling it a mini tournament, but like it had a whole group stage happening in like the span of 3 or 4 days, and the names are huge, the matchups are big, and the level of play is really high. Hera losing in Land Madness is huge. Yeah, losing with Chinese on Land Madness against Romans was massive for Yo. So Yo takes that one. Loss for Vietnamese, win for Burgundians. Dave, they said you sound like an owl. What, do you want me to say who said that? And then you say, oh look, you said who? Is that the whole, that's the idea? Okay, that's the premise? Nice. Good one, chatter. Well done. And now, that's basically it for the day. I mean, I guess we have Viper Leary coming up next, but no one wants to watch that, right?